So instability is back in the market and with a bang. And if Fed does not try, or rather they are trying but not able to manage it, then started saying, "Oops, I did it again." So I think this kind of thing is going on before. I mean, something has broken, and that's why we can see this. I would say because the U.S. economy is so big, even bank two or three failure of bank, which we know as of now, looks like a small thing, but when bank cracks, it carries a lot of weight because there are huge amount of interlinkages within and without the economy. When I'm saying without, I'm talking about their connection outside the country. Okay, so there are lots of things which are going on as far as the price action is concerned, and let us see in this backdrop how the overall indices are going to behave. And yesterday, I have specifically told you about a very, very narrow support at which Dow Jones currently reside, but things are not at all looking good. Okay, so this is the support, or this was the support I have talked about yesterday, and whether it will sustain or not. 31,745. It's very important for Dow Jones to sustain above 31,745. If it actually has to go higher or try to make itself calm, if it does not, then there will be a problem. So right now the range for Dow Jones is in between 32,575, which is your resistance, and 31,745, which is your support. Now there is a very slight chance that it's going to continue to hold on above 31,745 and move back to 31,575, which is like 7-800 point. But the problem is, rather, the way Dow Jones has shaped up, it's actually indicating a downside. And if Dow Jones close below 31,745, we will move towards 30,244. So this is what one has to look at. So the current range is very crucial, and it will decide how much time it's going to spend in this zone. And after the big move, either on the upside or on the downside, will decide the course of action for Dow Jones. So overall, the trend is narrow and weak. And let us discuss about Nasdaq. Nasdaq is no different, and there is a very clear pattern if you are looking at Nasdaq, because Dow Jones anyways not moving beyond a certain level. Now we have seen a big move in Dow Jones, but as far as the Nasdaq is concerned, Nasdaq has been trading in between this particular range, and now we can clearly see this range and the price movement. So if you are looking at Nasdaq, it is very clear that it is moving towards the lower end of the range, and now it is I'm using hourly chart, but anyways it does not matter as far as the time action is the time zone is concerned. I'm using the hourly chart or the daily chart. The matter of the fact is Nasdaq now closing below 200-day simple moving average, or this red line, is not at all positive. So anyways, if you are looking at Nasdaq, we have 11,500 and 11,550, which is your resistance on the upside, and it is moving towards 10,200 and 10,300, which is the big support on the downside. So this is what we are going to look at as far as Nasdaq is concerned. So clear cut downside. Talking about S&P 500, it is no different. It is near to its support, but anyways, Nasdaq moves 20-30 points on both the side can create a lot of impact, because there are big companies, and huge impact can be created if Nasdaq move 20-30-40 points. So anyways, for beg your pardon, for S&P 500. For S&P 500, the level that I am looking for today's trading session is 3768, which is your support and rather stop loss on the downside, below which further downside opens up. So as of now, the upside is in between 4,000 80 and 4103, and simultaneously if you are looking at the downside, you have 3768, which is the next target or next support. And there is an extension as well, because I cannot ignore this part, because this is a range. Okay, and if S&P 500 falls below 3768, it will move towards 3695. So these are the next two levels that we are going to look at. So overall, the range for, or rather the trend for Dow Jones, Nasdaq and S&P 500 are indeed lower, and the bounce back which we have seen does not give us any further confidence for the next trading session. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.